Hey guys, I have separate bones to pick today. I'm very pissed, so we're just gonna... This is supposed to be a list video. It may or may not be. I don't know. I'm just gonna say whatever's in my mind. So here we go. So, I'm currently not home, as you can clearly tell. And I have several bones to pick with USPS. Again, yet again, for the third time in a row. Well, not in a row, but... You know, whatever. It doesn't matter. So, I decided that I was going to ship through... I was going to start selling on another platform or another selling platform. And I do. Now, my number one rule when I was selling on Mercari was to sell through UPS only. Okay, UPS seems to have their shit together. They seem to always know what they're doing. I've never had an issue with UPS, and I probably shipped over 40 packages with them last year alone. So that just goes to show you, I've never had an issue with them. They're always nice to me. They always ship their stuff out. They usually get it within 3 to 5 days, which is really normal. I've had to wait weeks up to get packages through this pandemic, even through the pandemic, mind you. This is all through the pandemic when I did UPS. So they were on top of their game all fucking day long. Like, this is like months, you know, like across, or like months, whatever. And so now that I am selling on another selling platform, they require you basically to sell through USPS, and there's like no other way out, which is kind of annoying. I sell on Depop if you're like wondering. If you don't know what it is, just look it up on your own, fucking figure out your fucking stuff. And there's like a couple options, but I just do the easiest shit. Like, I already have to pack it up, which is really a pain in the ass. I already have to fucking buy all the tape and tape it all in there. I have to make sure it's secure and good enough, and to do that, right? And so I did all that with today, but it had to drive me back to my house because I was not home right now. So I had to print out the label there, and all my stuff was there. The stuff that I was going to sell, it was at my house. I didn't bring it here because I didn't have any intentions of people buying it. So I just didn't. And even if I did, I wouldn't know what to bring and what not to bring. I'm not going to bring my whole inventory here. Because either way, we'd have to go to my house to get printed off because my grandma doesn't have a printer. So we had to do that. So we did that, and then we printed off. I was, you know, my happy ass is, you know, fucking, you know, putting this shit, taping it, you know, taping the label on, whatever, shipping it out. And I don't know if this is legal, but I've done it before. I haven't done it in a while, but I have done it before where I put like a fake address. Okay, yeah, it is a fake address. Where I wouldn't put my actual address on there because I don't want people, like, the creeps of the world, have my fucking address. But on Depop, I kind of know who I'm giving it to, so I feel more comfortable with that. And I only did it like once or twice. I don't think I didn't do it like every, or like majority of the time it was like my address or like my grandma's house, whatever. But I try to do my house versus my grandma's house. But anyways, so yeah, there's that. So, you know, my happy ass was shipping it, you know, talking to my dad, talking to my brother, and then I was shipping it, you know, my happy ass, blah, 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 blah. So my aunt drives me all the way back here, and then we still have my grandma's old house, which I might have the Snapchat, you know, video of what I said, earlier. Guys, I'm so sad. I'm, like, by my grandma's old house. I miss it so much. Like, y'all, like, enjoy the house you're in now, or that your grandparents have now, or whatever. Because, like, once they move, like, you're gonna, like, fucking miss that place like there's no tomorrow. I for sure as fuck do. We're gonna go see it after I drop my packages off. But, like, I miss it, yo. Like, I do. I'm sad. But, like, we're gonna go see it. So, it's okay. Like, literally, like, my aunt, my uncles grew up there. My mom grew up there, obviously. Like, it's like a piece of family history that's, like, not existent anymore because she doesn't live there anymore. And I can't, like, relive my childhood every time I go to her house anymore. She hasn't been at this house for a long time. I mean, she's been there for a while. Obviously, I'm not gonna say how long, but, like, I miss it. Like, I fucking miss it, dude. Like, so much. Like, literally, like, my aunt, my uncles grew up there. My mom grew up there, obviously. Like, it's like a piece of family history that's, like, not existent anymore because she doesn't live there anymore. And I can't, like, relive my childhood every time I go to her house anymore. She hasn't been at this house for a long time. I mean, she's been there for a while. Obviously, I'm not gonna say how long, but, like, I miss it. Like, I fucking miss it, dude. Like, so much. Also, I'm probably gonna film today. Jen and I have talked about filming a YouTube video and hanging out. Obviously, she's COVID-free, and so am I. Knock on wood. But I want to film a list video today, so you'll probably get a new video from me today. So, yes. So, stay tuned. And then we went to USPS, I believe. Either way, it doesn't matter. We went to USPS. And they said... Now, okay, so I should preface this by saying that I always would send my USPS... like, my mail pieces to the carrier, like, to the actual, like, I would just wait for my because my mail person and I are both cool. There's two of them. We have a girl and a substitute, and, so we're cool like that. I can just give her packages and we can move out in our lives. That's what I love. And so I bought the like flat rate, I think they're called. I don't know. Or I don't know. I know it wasn't priority mail, I don't think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, I've never had an issue with it, right? And so, and then, because at our house they'll just scan no matter what. I don't think they really care or pay attention to what they're in, as long as the scanner's on there and it's legible and there's not fucking writing all over it. And so they fucking did that, right? So I'm like, great, chef's kiss. And my mom, so my mom told me to bring it here and I could ship it out from here. And I knew I shouldn't have, but I did anyways. So, because I was going to have my mom just, you know, just bring them to USPS. And if I was going to stay home, I would have just waited for the mail person to come by and would have given it to her. Or him if there was a sub. And so, like I said, my mail lady and I were all cool. Like, I could have literally just given it to her. And it's not like that here, because they just do it differently here. I'm not going to say how or what, but they just do it differently here. You know, they just do. So it's not like I can walk up to them and give it to them. They just do stuff differently where I live at my grandma's house right now. They just do it differently. That's all I'm going to say. Shut up. That's all I'm going to say. So, this is bringing us to present day. So, I went into USPS, and right off the bat, I asked my aunt to go with me, which is a good thing I did, because I would have been even more pissed. Like, if I didn't, she'd have, like, kind of contain me. Because I'm not the person that you can walk all over. I'm going to stick up for myself. I'm going to defend myself to the fucking end. If I feel, you know, like, patronized by something you've said, I'm going to stick up for myself, and you're going to, like, I'm going to be one step ahead of you. You're going to get it way worse than you tried to give me. I'm not a fucking child. You don't talk to me like I'm a child. Or, you know, even a child should not be treated like that. It shouldn't have that done to them. You should stick up for yourself regardless. Like, I will defend myself to the fucking end. I really fucking will. She started to give me an attitude, and I was, oh no, I'm gonna give you one right back. And I did. And yeah, everyone's like, be the better person. No, that's not how I roll. Maybe that's how you roll. You can do that. I don't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't give a fuck what I do. You're not gonna talk down. What happened to the customer is always right. The customer is always fucking right. What happened to that? What happened to that? Like, I would have paid the postage if I would have had to, like, or my aunt would have, and I would just paid her back. Like, I don't care, like, whatever. Either way, it doesn't matter. The point is, I am not, it was in my purse, I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is, the customer is always fucking right, okay? No, okay, not always, but majority of the time they are. And, you know, they already, for me, is it just UPS? Do they have such fucking sticks up their ass? Like, you're not working for, like, the fucking president. Like, you should not, your ego should not be this high. Like, you're, like, in such a low position that you should be acting this way. Like, there's no reason you should be able to act this way. Like, if you don't like to work there, go somewhere else. Find something else to do. Like, I don't get why these people, like, this is why you can't force people to get jobs, because if they're not going to work, if they're not meant to do it, then they're not going to do it, or they're not meant to do it. Everyone has to do what the fuck they want to do in front for them fucking selves. It's every man for himself up here, okay? That's how I live my life. That's how I want you guys to live your life. And so, like, she's like, we can't do that. I mean, she tried to weigh it as if, because, like, the buyer, or she probably was expecting me to pay postage. I ain't giving you any of my fucking money. And I didn't give her any of my fucking money. Thank God I didn't, because I would have been even more pissed. And I didn't pay for postage, or I didn't pay postage because the buyer already paid for shipping, so they didn't have to pay anything, because they already paid for it, right? I don't have to pay anything. So, editing me here, and maybe the reason why whenever I give the mail lady my package when I'm at home, maybe she can't charge me for postage, or, like, say you don't have the right stuff, because one, she doesn't have a, like, weighing thing in front of her, or two, she doesn't have the supplies with her, so maybe she knows I don't, because I keep shipping this pretty much the same thing, so yeah, I thought I'd include this in here. Because I paid for it. It's like $7 or whatever it is to ship, I don't even remember, it's something around there, or 5 to 7, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And so, she's like, you need to reship these, and I was like, I kind of was acting dumb. This part I was acting dumb because I don't want to give her an attitude, because I didn't want her to, like, not let me use her stuff and actually make me feel for it. So I kind of manipulated her in a way. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was acting dumb. And, because like I said, I didn't want her to, like, make me pay for the shipping supplies, or, like, not let me use it. But she went to the back and got an extra box that I could use. She got 2 extra boxes. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, it's a box. Or I was like, it's a book. And then she's like, it's a book. I was like, yeah, it's a book. And then, see, like, I'm very good at vibes. Like, I'm very good at picking up on shit. If you're like that, when I first meet you, you're probably gonna be like that the rest of the conversation, or the rest. Basically, what I meant to say is, I pay attention to most things that the average person wouldn't. So I pay attention to how you're treating me, what your body language is, how you're moving, how you're speaking to me, or if your voice changes or your mood changes, or you talk this way one time and then another way this time. I pay attention to all that stuff. Most people don't, but I do, because I'm not dating. You're not going to walk all over me. It's just not going to work with me. But so yeah, that's what I do. So I try to match my energy with hers, and then I try to match, when she eventually calmed down, I try to match my energy with hers when she eventually, layered down a little bit. But I kind of layer it down a little bit so she would match my energy and be in my energy, and then I can warm back up again, and then I calm down again. So yeah, that's basically what happened. That's what I did. Yeah. The way, right? It's just, I can match my tone to fit yours, and that's what I did with this girl. She started giving me an attitude. I was like, oh no, you're not going to do that to me today. And then I told my aunt, I was running up 3 hours of sleep yesterday, which was the 13th, January 13th. And I was like, you're lucky you didn't take me yesterday, because if you would, I would probably, but like, I would have like yelled at her. And it's like, I just can't. Like, if you don't want to work somewhere, and you're going to make people's lives miserable and have a bad review and a bad reputation, first of all, they're embarrassing and pathetic anyways, just in general as a whole corporate. Like, they'd be just pathetic and embarrassing for your location to have a bad review on Google. That's awful. Like, that's embarrassing. I wouldn't even work there. I'd be ashamed to work there. I would find elsewhere to work. And I wouldn't put someone else's down. I'd just be like, okay. Because my thing is, why the fuck does that matter what you ship shit through? So there's that. And so now, I ship them out. I had to repackage them. Mind you, I use all my tape at home. I use my boxes that I order from USPS. Because like I said, my mail lady, they don't give a shit. And I was planning on having my mom ship them out for me. But no, they actually care. If I was home, I would just give it to the mail lady. And she would have been like, thanks. So I'd be like, you're welcome, girl. Like, thank you. Because they don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. And they do. I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't care. But she was older, so she kind of like thought she was like, knew it all, and she's one of those people who like thinks they know it all because they're older, and they think they're better than everyone else because they're older and they have more like experience. No, which I'm one step ahead of you. Like, if you're gonna do something, maybe I'm one step ahead of you. Like, that I kind of had the feeling something like this was gonna happen before I even walked in. Not when I walked in, but like as I walked in, like while I was in line, basically. Like, I kind of thought like something like this might happen here because I saw like the weighing, or the weighers, I even called, I don't fucking know what they're fucking called. It doesn't matter. Either way, I saw them out and I saw them like weighing stuff. And then, like, making another person do it. So it was like, they're probably going to do that to me, too. And I wasn't really shocked, to be honest with you. Because, once again, I don't know why the fuck it matters what you ship shit through when it doesn't, like, hurt or harm anyone. Like, it's not like I was sending a fucking, like, gun, Like, I'm not a fucking retard. Like, hello. Like, I'm not surprised, really, to say the least. I'm kind of not. But, like, it kind of took me back for a minute. And I was like, huh? Like, you're at USPS, honey. You don't work for, like, terror stuff. Like, your ego should not be this big. Like, tone it down a notch, okay? You're about the same as me, okay? Even a little more below me. And worry about your damn self and your own issues. Don't bring them out on me. I'm not your fucking, emotional punching bag or whatever. Fuck, that's so cringe when people say that. But I'm not. And I'm not going to be treated like such. You're not going to talk down to me or patronize me just because I messed up one time. But what happened to the customer is always right. We are. See, if that was me, I would have made them. If that was me, if I was in her shoes, I'd have been like, okay, here, I'll just, for this one time, I'll let it slide. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. And I would have moved on with my life. I'm not going to make the customer who was always right. I basically wouldn't make them repackage it again because I wouldn't want it done to me, so why would I do it to someone else? And I wouldn't do it. Like, if they said, like, maybe if they would have, like, had it in their hands and they were going to ship it there, maybe I might have said something. I probably would have to make their life easier. And I would have supplied them with the supplies and good supplies and quality supplies. But, like, I wouldn't have, like, I probably wouldn't have handled it the way they would have. But like I said, I was the opposite of what everyone tells me to do, so maybe that's why. Alright, once again, in case y'all fucking forgot, and then have them repackage it and then ship it out again. That's ridiculous. Like, that's literally fucked up. Like, that's ridiculous. And then you're gonna waste my fucking time. After I already packaged it up, after I already taped it up, she should have been the one to do that. She's the one that works there, not me. I don't work for her. She works for me because she's getting paid to be there, not me. So, like, she should have done it. Right? Right. Like, and, like, I just, like, don't get it. I don't get it. I seriously don't understand. If you don't like something or if you don't want to work there, then don't work there. Okay? Like, find somewhere else. There's something else to do. There's no reason you should be talking to the customer like that. So I give her an attitude right back. You're not going to do that to me. It's just not going to work. I've always met them. There's so many times where they call my mom because I was giving an attitude. My mom was pissed at me because my mom didn't raise me like that. She raised me to be nice and respect everyone. No. Respect is earned, not given. Do unto one as you want done unto you. If you're going to be nice to me, I'm going to be nice to you. If you're going to be an asshole to me, I'm going to be an asshole to you. Like, that's just how I live. That's how I live my life. If you like that, that's great. I don't give a fuck what you do. You shouldn't give a fuck what I do. Like, that's my philosophy. Everyone should just respect everyone as long as it doesn't hurt or harm other people and it's consensual and legal. That's my only thing. As long as it's consensual, legal, doesn't hurt or harm anyone. Do whatever the hell you want. But, like, it's the fact of the matter is the customer is already right. If I was her, I would have packaged it for the customer. And I would have done it that way. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. Yeah, that's what I would have done. it's just these people have, like, no respect. And, like, I feel like it's just, like, USPS as a whole, like, their whole corporate, like, all corporates are, like, assholes. Is this how it is where you guys live, too? Are they nice there? Is your man people nice? Like, the man people at my grandma's house, they're really nice. I had to go down there and get a package, you know, because they do packages, you know, whatever. That's fine, whatever, because they have it. I get it. They have a lot of mail to deliver. They have a lot of houses. I get that, right? That's not an issue for me. You know, I get it, right? I get it. But you're not going to talk down to me or act like I'm stupid or I'm the dumb one or I'm the odd one out. Like, no, it's just not going to work with me. You're not going to do that to me. Other people will allow it. I will not. I will not. I'm going to defend myself to the fucking end. I really am. And if you don't talk to me like that, I wouldn't think like this and I wouldn't have to defend myself. So clearly you're in the wrong if I have to defend myself. Like, I just don't understand what their issue is. And it's the one by us. It's the one by my grandma's house. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I thought about giving it just to the mail lady here, but I just didn't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, why does the fuck does it even matter? It was a book and a sweatshirt. Why does it fucking, they're like I'm sending a fucking wine or like a, I don't know. Like, it's so stupid. Like, why does it fucking matter where you ship shit through? It was in a box. It wasn't like in a fucking like mailer like this, you know? The ones I'm talking about, like, it wasn't like in a bubble wrap thing. It was in a fucking box. Because they both go in boxes. They don't go in a fucking package, you know? Thing like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So maybe I just shouldn't sell stuff here because, and I try not to, but I can't control when people buy stuff. So if they buy stuff, I have to obviously ship it out, you know? So yeah, I think that concludes this video here. And like I said, I was running on 3 hours of sleep yesterday, so if I would have went yesterday, I would have been much more of a bitch because I was already a bitch yesterday and a bitchy mood yesterday. I would have been way much more of a bitch than I was yesterday if you would have went yesterday than I am today because I contained myself a little bit today, but like, I was like, this tape sucks, and I was like, these scissors are old, you can tell, or something like that to my aunt. I'm sure, I was talking to my aunt, but I was like yelling loud enough so they could hear me, so she heard me. And then she started to like calm her voice down after that, because I think she heard me complaining. And I was thought about saying, you know, usually people that work in this industry are kind of nice. How, you're really not. I thought about saying that, but I was like, nah, I've already said my piece, and I've kind of made it clear that I'm not very happy, so she kind of calmed it down and cooled it down. She's like, have a nice day. I was like, yeah, same to you. I know, because I can match people's energy. I just can't. I'm not an idiot. So yeah, guys, that's the end of my USPS rant. They fucking suck, like I always say, or I said since day one. I always ship through, or I try to ship through UPS, but unfortunately that's not really an option. I don't know how to do it on this app. So yeah, guys, and yeah. So that's my life for you. And yeah, I don't know, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Another thing I forgot to mention is they gave me, like, a used box. Like, they just did get one from the back or whatever. They got, like, a used box that somebody dropped off. And it had, like, someone else's address on it. I was like, this isn't going to show, is it? And she's like, no. And then she taped it off. I was like, okay, good. So, yeah, I thought I'd throw that in there because I forgot to say that.